I think it's a matter of staying the course that we're on now in terms of developing community and developing bike and pedestrian infrastructure and public meeting spaces and communal spaces. I think that's the best thing we've got going for us, is good people and good places for those people to get together and share and exchange ideas and develop a community that's based on a diversity of opinions and diversity of ideas and diversity of cultures. Developing bike culture has been a big part of that. I think it's a great way to get people together, is to get them out on bikes instead of kind of sitting in boxes in their cars. I think it's really conducive to healthy lifestyles, to social and communal lifestyles. So I think they're kind of hand in hand. It's hard to separate the commitment to bike culture from the commitment to community. Competitive cycling is a thriving and vital part of our local cycling community in Fort Collins. We have events all year round that range from criteriums on the CSU campus, mountain bike events in our county parks and our state parks, and we're really excited this year to be hosting the USA Pro Cycling Challenge. We're hoping for the opportunity to show the world what we already know about Fort Collins and northern Colorado, which is that it's a world-class destination for competitive cycling and for cycling as lifestyle as well.
Right. What kinds of things do organizers typically, what challenges are they looking for as they're looking at designing the route?
You know, this one is interesting in that it's not a, you know, it's not a flat stage. It's not what you would call, if those who watch the Tour de France are familiar with, the sprint stage, which is essentially everything stays compact. They let a brake go. It's kind of a strategic brake. They don't think it's going to stick, but then everything comes back together at the end. This one's going to be a little trickier because it's not that, but it's also not a mountaintop finish. If we were finishing up at the top of Buckhorn, then your climbers would be the ones that you would look to if if a TJ was here, or if a Chris Froome, or the guys that win or come high in the GC. Those would be the guys you'd be looking at. Here, you're going to be able to you're going to need to be able to get over those climbs with those front guys, and then keep a break when you're doing the descent. And then, the dams are actually a pretty considerable little, burn right towards the end. So it's going to be a really, we saw on our stage, of course, Peter Sagan, who's now famous for winning his 4th straight green jersey in the Tour de France, was our big winner in 2013 on our stage. And I think that somebody like Sagan is a
The thing that I'm the proudest of about the Northern Colorado cycling community is that we approach everything, every event, every challenge from the grassroots. This bid is no different. The bid represents
local business, local government,
and of course, local cyclists and racing fans.
To put on a world-class sporting event, and I think we can rise to the challenge again to save lives. To insist on better public and law enforcement education and codes and best practices in sharing public roads. To insist that media and public information apparatuses from municipal agencies use language that holds drivers accountable for negligence and stops subconscious victim blaming of cyclists. To insist that our region continues to develop consistent, safe infrastructure, signage, and responses to hazards around city limits and across city limits. To insist on true accountability to those who injure or kill cyclists, accountability that makes visible examples of transgressors and makes certain that the consequences and stakes of negligence are known to everyone who uses public roads and streets in northern Colorado.